Welcome to our ITV Gold studio in New Jersey. I'm your host, Nidhi. Get ready to dive into a recap of the week's most important community news on this special Sunday edition of Diaspora Connect. Get informed and inspired as we bring you the highlights from the past week. In the news this morning, this week with Padma Shri recipient Dr. Sudhir Parikh, Dr. Uma Mysore honored with Lifetime Leadership Achievement Award at Ganesha Temple event. SKN Foundation's NJ Gala honors disability champions. Diplomacy and Diwali. UN ceremony recognizes leaders for peace and security. Health Camp of New Jersey hosts successful community health fair with Dr. Sudhir Parikh and volunteer team. Setu's interfaith drama When Gandhi and Muhammad Meet triumphs in New York City. Stay with us on Diaspora Connect for news in detail right after this short break. Padma Shri recipient Dr. Sudhir Parikh, chairman of Parikh Worldwide Media and ITV Gold, shared his insights on current global events. Take a look.
And now time for weekly show with a passionate India lover, chairman of ITV Gold and Parikh Worldwide Media. Get ready for loving sharing from physician, philanthropist, publisher and India advocate in this week.
Namaskar and welcome back to another episode of This Week with Padma Shri recipient Dr. Sudhir Parikh right here on ITV Gold. Namaskar, Doctor.
Namaskar and namaskar all the ITV viewers.
So, Doctor, let's today start from Pakistan. A lot of buzz around Prime Minister, ex-Prime Minister Imran Khan. So, some are suspecting that he is killed and others are saying that he is treated royally in the prison. But no one is allowed to meet him. So, tell me, what's going on?
I think the real story is probably he's alive and he's still in the kind of house arrest or custody of government. And they are negotiating with him and they're asking him to just leave the country and stay in England as other former prime minister did it and forget about Pakistan. But he doesn't want to do that somehow. And because he has a big support, ground support, or people support there. And that's why he doesn't want to do that. And he's probably genuinely he wants to stay in the country and do whatever he thinks right for the country. So I think he's still there. But since he's in the custody, but because he has a great support, a lot of support, that's why they cannot afford to kill him.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, it will backfire on them. So that's why.
And it looks like constitutionally, the current army chief Asim Munir's term has expired and there is no official extension. It has not been granted. So tell me, is there a power struggle brewing in Pakistan?
Is always there is a power struggle between civilian government and military. And as we all know, it's a public knowledge that Pakistan government or Pakistan country run by military and military officers and chiefs. But I think they want to change that. Probably USA wants to change that because now USA and Middle East countries are very close to Pakistan. And they have kind of even agreement that if there is any attack on Pakistan or any other Middle East country, just like they form the kind of NATO kind of agreement. And that gives Pakistan a lot of power because of their nuclear weapons, And so it's not good for India, unfortunately,
You're talking about these attacks, with a three-front war with India, Afghanistan, and internal terrorism. Do you think Pakistan will see stability anytime soon?
Maybe, I don't know. It all depends upon. Right now, it doesn't look like that way because they are completely torn between the civilian governments and the military. And military is kind of controlling everyone, and they are very all the officers and even civilian governments. We know that they are all corrupt. Even this Bhutto's son, and they all are is proven to be corrupt in the past. So the whole thing is in the mess. But still, they are able to internationally they are able to survive, and that is that's very unusual thing.
So, moving on from Pakistan, let's move on to here. Like, President Trump's threats bring war with Venezuela closer, as contradictions and legal fears mount. So, tell me, are we getting like into a war scenario?
No, but I think what we are getting into is that USA wants to kind of establish its superiority in the Americas, means North America and South America. And they want to make sure that no other country like China or Russia is not that much a threat nowadays, but China is a threat to the America. And they don't want China, all these South American countries go with Chinese connections, and that's why I think we send the military there, and I think, and they have good excuse because they are saying that we are only fighting with the drug dealers and drug mafias, and I think that's a very good reason to fight, and in that way that much drug is less in America, So I think they will be there, and even time comes they can even invade Venezuela, and then they put the civilian government there, protected by America. That's quite possible.
All right. So, I'm sure you must have heard in the news about like shootings of National Guard members in DC and stuff like that. So, tell me, like, is Trump going like into an extreme reaction or something like that?
Well, that's a political kind of rhetoric, but I'm sure they will tighten up the immigration thing, because when we pulled out from Afghanistan, we let everybody who work with the USA government or USA Army there, we let them come kind of free in a sense, without any restriction or without any waiting. So I think the immigration has to be kind of tightened up a little bit, not because of Afghanistan only, but any country, and has to come through the legal route rather than just coming as an asylum and all those things. And I'm sure Trump may close that whole or pause asylum thing. And all the people, those who are fighting for asylum, so-called, maybe they may not get their visa status for a long time.
All right, so next question is from one of our viewers, Ajay from New Jersey, wants to know, Congress leadership again finds itself at crossroads in Karnataka over fight for Chief Minister chair between Chief Minister Siddharamaiah and Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivkumar. Why is Congress leadership not able to drive strong decisions?
Well, I think it's because they when they won in the Karnataka 3 years ago, whatever, 2.5 years ago, that time they decided that who can be a chief minister, because that election was won because of the hard work of D.K. Shivkumar. But the other person, he's a senior in the Congress, and a lot of member of parliament, assembly used to like him. And that's why they decided to, first 2.5 years, one person gets it, and second, other person gets it. And now then somehow something happens that there is what's his name, Siddharamaiah is not ready to quit the CM position, and so we don't know the real history or true history political, and let's see what happens. But I think they will resolve, looks like, because it's all high command of Congress will dictate the whole thing, because they can't afford to lose Karnataka, because Karnataka is a cash cow for Congress party for the next election anywhere,
So, and all eyes are on Russian President Vladimir Putin's visit to India later this week. So, tell me what can be done, like for the top agenda items.
He would like to sell his oil to the India, but I think India is not buying it now. So that's bad news for Russia. It's also, good news for us, because then that way at least we can have some kind of conclusion with the USA. Still, our tariff negotiation is not concluded yet, and it's supposed to conclude in month of November. Nothing happened, so I think we have to work hard diplomatically and get it done and lower the tariff for percentage, because otherwise, as we can see, that rupees is really sliding down. Now rupees is almost 90 rupees per dollar, and that is not good sign for economy in short term or long term.
And with US using this trade thing as a weapon. So tell me, will we see a cautious approach by India on expanding energy or, arms trade with Russia?
Yes, of course, India has to do that, because see, India, because that's what I think USA wants India to do, because USA wants to sell his own defense armaments and things to the India, plane, fighter jets and so forth. So is a tussle, and then see, all the superpower wants India. I mean, both the superpower wants India to be with them, because it's a large country, very successful country, smart people in India, and it's 1.4 billion people. It's almost 1/5 of the population of the world. So of course, everyone wants India, but India has to kind of walk with the very diplomatic way, and whatever is good for India, India should do that.
And do you think India will look to help with Russia-Ukraine war resolution?
No, I think that is in hand of the USA.
Okay.
And Europeans. I think India has not real, India can always play some role, but there is no real leverage. Real leverage is with the USA and in the European NATO countries, because they are the one who will decide who will give the security to Ukraine. USA will decide who will continue all the supply of the fighter jets and drones and all those things. So India is a goodwill ambassador, but I think leverage is with the USA and European, and it's more on USA, and then whatever USA wants, it will happen, I guess.
So my last question to you is, and I always ask you, is, with the holiday season here right now, so tell me any tips, tricks for everybody to stay healthy and, enjoy the holiday season.
Well, of course, holiday is more important, but holidays or no holidays, everyone has to have a little discipline lifestyle.
That's what I want you to talk about.
Yeah, personal lifestyle.
Yes.
So you must do some moderate exercise every day. You must eat very healthy food. Of course, once in a while you can do not need to eat healthy food every day, but most of the time you should. And also be very stress. You should not have any stress in your life. Always you try to compartmentalize. You should be able to get out of the situation without any problem, whether a situation is good for you or not good for you. And that way you don't have much stress. And of course, you should be more social, more enjoy the other friends and social life. That way you can be always happy and of course, be friendly with everyone, respect everyone, so you will get the respect all the time. That's
wonderful. It was really nice tip, I think,
Right.
for holidays, especially, people, they tend to get so much, because there's so much shopping, there's a lot going on, and everybody tends to be stressed up that we have to buy this, we have to do this, we have
Right.
people coming. So I think you said the right thing. Just don't take stress,
Right.
just...
You should know how to manage the stress.
Absolutely.
And you have to manage your priorities. That's it.
Absolutely. So before you give out to this week's message, I want to remind our viewers that you can follow Dr. Sudhir Parekh on Facebook at Dr. Parekh, and you can also follow him on Twitter. The handle is SUDPARIKH. Please go ahead.
Well, I would like to wish all our ITV Gold viewers happy Thanksgiving, even though Thanksgiving went a few days ago. But this is the best holidays in my personal opinion, because there is no religion is attached, there is no caste is attached, there is no nationality is attached, and it is such a great way of thanking everyone who is your friend, who is your family, who is your boss, who is your employees, or whoever helped you in your life to come up. Remember them, whatever way, and never forget and respect everybody. And that's why ITV Gold last week we did very good series on the hospital for special surgery, because that's number one hospital in last 17 years, year after year, in the orthopedic surgery. So I think we are thanking them to giving or providing such a great service to North America as a whole and the world at large. So I think thank everybody, and we feel good about it.
Thank you so much. We'll see you again next week. Thank you.
Thank you. Namaskar.
The SKN Foundation, led by founder Dr. Naveen Mehrotra, organized a celebration for the International Day of Persons with Disabilities on December 3rd at the Imperial in Somerset, New Jersey. The gathering brought together diaspora members, community leaders, philanthropists, including Padma Shri recipient Dr. Sudhir Parekh, to honor disability champions through awards, inspiring performances, and community building for inclusion and advocacy.
I would now like to introduce you to the visionary founder of the SKN Foundation and Scope, Dr. Naveen Mehrotra. Now, I can stand here and list Naveen's credentials, but instead I'm going to take a personal approach. I have seen Naveen in action. I've seen the way he sits down with parents and listens to their worries. He celebrates every child's victories, big or small, and he offers guidance with profound empathy. The thing that strikes you the most when you meet Naveen is not just his knowledge, but it's his heart. He sees every child as a whole person and every parent as a partner in that journey. His impact is long-lasting. His impact is personal. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Dr. Naveen Mehrotra.
Thank you, Nisha, for such a wonderful introduction, which I think I'm not worthy of, but thank you so much for bringing those kind words. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, and fellow supporters for a more compassionate and inclusive community, I welcome you all today to celebrate the International Day of Persons with Disabilities with the SKN Foundation, a day promoted by the United Nations since 1992 as an international observance to promote an understanding of disability issues and to mobilize support for the dignity, rights, and well-being of persons with disabilities. Hi, this is Dr. Naveen Mehrotra, and I'm here with Dr. Diana Robbins, who is the director for the Drexel Center for Autism and the creator of the MCHAT, the leading goddess that we all know and aspire to sort of know her.
And it's an honor to have her here at the International Day for Persons with Disabilities. And Dr. Sudhir Parikh here, who is always supportive of all of our initiatives and really one of the founding members of SKN Foundation. And it's an honor to have the community know a little bit more about what we do. So thank you, Dr. Robbins. What would you like to just give us a little bit more insight into your work?
Well, thank you so much. It's a great pleasure to be here tonight with all of you. The passion that the SKN Foundation has to support people with disabilities is inspirational. In my work, I've been focused on the early detection of autism. We know that children who need some extra help to learn and develop social engagement and social communication skills benefit greatly from the early detection. And so the MChat tool that you mentioned is one of the strategies that we've deployed to support pediatric primary care clinicians and parents in helping children kind of live their best lives and be their best selves.
Well, I'm Dr. Sudhir Parikh, a great friend of Dr. Naveen Malhotra. And Dr. Naveen Malhotra started this SKN Foundation several years ago now. You know, I even forgot the about a decade ago. And it's a great NGO, and they are doing such a great educational work as well as helping the disabled and challenged children, particularly the children with the autism. And Doctor, we are very privileged that you are here today from the Drexel University, and your all the work like MChat and everything is really a great help to the parents of the autistic children. And again, congratulations, Dr. Naveen Naveen Malhotra, as well as congratulations, Doctor, your time and your effort to come here with us. Yeah, thank you.
My name is Dr. Matt McDonald, and I am the President and CEO at Children's Specialized Hospital, part of the RWJ Barnabas Health Network. So happy to be here tonight at the SKN Foundation event where we're honoring individuals with disability. At Children's Specialized Hospital and across RWJ Barnabas, we're committed to inclusion and healthier communities. At Children's Specialized in particular, I'm so proud of the work that we do helping individuals with disability and special health care needs. This year I'm so proud that we're going to help 47,000 children who have a special health care need. And it's wonderful to partner with the SKN Foundation because we have in many ways the same purpose.
Hi, my name is Robin Dioria. I'm the CEO of Central Jersey Family Health Consortium. We are an organization that works with families in the maternal child health area. Specifically, we work with families with young children 0 to 3 years old who have early intervention services. Many of these children have disabilities, and we're there to connect them to the resources that they need in order to thrive. Often these families are not even aware of what those services are, or even have come in contact with others who have similar situations like them. And being able to do that makes the journey so much easier, and really knowing the support that's available to them is incredibly important for them all.
22nd, she was honored for her decades of service to community welfare and cultural education and dedicated the award to the temple's volunteers and devotees.
Please join me in welcoming Dr. Sunita Sengupta to present the award.
Namaste, happy Thanksgiving, English. So today we're here because one of our beloved community leaders that I've known since I'm a very young woman, that I met years and years ago, I think before I even got married. Time, it won't count. I'm a grandmother now. So, and as spirited as she was then, she is, I think, more spirited now. And everybody knows we are talking about Dr. Uma Mysore. Please give a round of applause. She asked me, why are you giving me an award? Give it to Ganesha. I think Isha has given us you. So he knows we are holding him every day with our Archanas, our Abhishekans, our Havans, our prayers, our love. So he has sent you to watch over us through the temple. And my parents, Suprabhat Sengupta and Uma Sengupta, were one of the first families for this temple. Yeah, I think 15 or 20 families. And when we met Dr. Maiskokar, my mother immediately took a liking to her, first on the name. They're both Uma. So they're both Durga. So they're very strong women. And they both achieve. Once they set their goal, they're going to get it, no matter what the time it takes. So Dr. Maiskokar took this small temple, and you know what this temple is today. It is one of the largest temples in the United States. People come from all over the world. We're actually on the map for tourism. Come visit. Ganesh Temple and the canteen is also on the map. And her leadership shows her special qualities and her devotion, but how she actually organizes her organization, development, and her vision for the temple to become a spiritual haven for all Hindu community and non-Hindu community, the communities. So I told her all of that, and she said, okay. Because at first she didn't want it. And Arts for All Foundation is a human rights organization that really works on making the world a better place, quality of life issues. And we work strongly with elected officials to bring change. So as my mother's vision, and my promise to her, as her one of her death wishes, her work will always continue. And her work as the first person elected to New York State office almost 30 years ago continues with all her programs, her political work, her community work, and her international work in India. And every year, she introduced Diwali to all her officials in New York. And one of her wishes was to continue Diwali. And every Diwali, we sit and we say, who are we going to honor this year? And we honor really worthy people. And the people, everybody's worthy. They are dedicated not only to the Indian American, but to the community they're living in. And Dr. Maiskokar far fulfills all the requirements. So it is with great pleasure I'd like to invite State Senator John Liu, Sandro, all the electeds and all the people that are here to come please join me in honoring Dr. Maiskokar. And I request the audience to give their gratitude by standing up while Dr. Maiskokar accepts her request. This is like, I don't know what you would call it. It is simply was to be a simple Thanksgiving, but an enjoyable program. I think that's what we succeeded. Enjoyable program, yes. Now, this was thrown to me as the biggest surprise. I said, no, I cannot do this. This is our Thanksgiving program. And how many of you know? Kept on bombarding me, telephone calls, telephone calls. Eventually, I had to yield. I said, okay. I asked her so many times, you know that I will give you 2 minutes. He said, yes, only 2 minutes. Friends, I thank you immensely. Of course, I thank my 2 dearest colleagues, John and Sandra, who always gave support to me. Really, very happy that they're here. I just want to say, it is not that what I have done. Please remind you of people. An institution comes not with one hand, with multiple. Unless we are all in this together, the institution cannot grow. Yes, somebody has to take the brunt of it, but then that brunt cannot continue unless there is a support. And if you go back to the history of this temple, and then how many know the history of this temple, you will find the types of people, the number of people who came and helped us, unimaginable. And that's who helped us lay the foundation for the first small temple. And over the years, Maharaj graced us
So different properties. And he also blessed us with people who came and contributed, and therefore we were able to purchase and then do what we have done today. But we are not satisfied. There should be a time when we okay, we're all done here. It's not so. This has to continue to grow, not just in length and breadth, but it has to grow in morality, in spirituality, education. People must know what Hinduism is, what charity is, how to take care of people. It does not matter what religion they belong. We must respect each and every human being. And that should be the order of the day today. When we teach children, unless we enforce upon this, no temple will ever prosper. No temple will prosper. We cannot be just within ourselves. It has to be out. Every temple teaches good things. But it's us who have to pick up those good things and teach these children and say, well, everybody has different customs. We respect those customs. We are happy with ours. If somebody else is happy with theirs, no big deal. At the same time, we're all like brothers and sisters. And we must be in this. The world is too small. And also remember, our lives are also too short. As long as we are alive in this world, let us all plan, do good things for the human beings, for our colleagues, for our friends, for children, and institutions which will propagate this, what we call in Hinduism as dharma, which is nothing but the goodness. Dharma is the goodness of human beings. You can propagate, you can also teach others. And I think these institutions must come. So, accepting an award is one thing. I appreciate the fact that she has taken so much trouble in doing this. At the same time, I want this to be as an example to the particularly youngsters here, who should see that what it is they can do so that they can all be way above this. Please, children, take this as a classic example because temples, and especially temples, it's hard for temples to grow because you really need religious people to support and to survive. And I'm sure, as when we were young, people not that religious used to go and things like that. But over a period of time, it happens. It all comes apart and say, look, ultimately, we do depend on the Supreme Lord. And that is the Supreme Being who has given us what we have today. And so we also have those who are in need of it. So thank you all, friends, and I appreciate all of your patience sitting here listening to me. And then watching this, I'm able to kind of, okay.
Global diplomats were honored with the 2025 Power of One Awards at the United Nations headquarters on December 2nd in an event organized by Diwali Foundation USA and the Permanent Mission of Georgia. The ceremony celebrated leaders who advanced international peace and security, with India's UN Ambassador Parvata Neni Harish and Diwali Foundation Chair Ranju Batra highlighting their contributions. Take a look.
The fact that all of us as member states got together to have the pact for the future. Our leaders came together and we were to an extent brimming with optimism about the possibilities of being together. We had our president, who is one of the awardees today, president of the GA, giving us renewed hope as he steered our discussions towards a pact for the future. But again, 1 year is a long time in any situation, and especially at the United Nations. Today here we are after a year, a difficult and a different circumstance. Yet, the spirit of Diwali, the candlelights in front of your desks, the spirit with which we come together indicates that light shall prevail over darkness. We will find permanent representatives here. This is a good occasion to see and understand that in our own capacities we can make a difference. I think the examples of the awardees today and those before show that every step matters, every initiative matters, and every outstretched hand of cooperation matters. May that glorious tradition of the United Nations continue. Once again, thank you for having us here.
Speaker Paris. Harsh is very, very good. So I'm going to read it a little bit because I have some outline. So that's the example, you know, when you go around the table and you see so many friends here, because we are a family, and I always used to say, us diplomats, we are expats living abroad, making constantly families, talking to each other, learning to know each other, understanding each other, getting to consensus when it's possible, not always, but sometimes we try. But it's nice to see faces, and then you feel like you belong to a family. So Diwali is about light, and all this, the evil against the good, against the bad, and the yin and the yang, and all these things. And we have to deal every day in our lives, especially we diplomats. And I think we need more Diwali in our life.
and in shining the light and hope of Diwali across the entire international community. So it's been really a journey of love and devotion to peace, to harmony and solidarity with peoples across the world. And I think it's important that the message and ideals of Diwali have been featured so prominently here today because of the power and relevance of that message in our times, where good must triumph through our work and dedication over darkness and over evil. Thank you.
Going into the forest to harvest bamboo, because the bamboo was used to make very intricate designs to display the dayas. And I would join them, as indeed the entire neighborhood community did, in lighting those dayas at dusk to form the most beautiful, spectacular vistas across the country. I'm very proud as a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago to say that we don't just value our diversity, we celebrate it because it empowers us, it strengthens us. Diwali is not just a religious festival in Trinidad and Tobago, it's a national festival. All the races, all the people come together in celebration of the ideals and principles of Diwali. And one of the key things that Diwali, I think, teaches us in the pursuit of light
is to pursue truth. Truth. Because in discovering the truth, that becomes our compass, our moral and ethical and practical compass to achieve the objectives and the goals that we set for ourselves. So I want to thank from the bottom of my heart Ranju and Ravi and all of the co-sponsors of this magnificent celebration. Diwali is one of many, many outstanding gifts that ancient, sophisticated civilization we know as India has given to the world. And I'm very honored and humbled to receive this award. But I receive it in honor of all the people across the world whose lives may have been touched by the work that we do here at the United Nations. It's not the powerful and the wealthy who need the UN. It's the ordinary people, the forgotten people, those overlooked and marginalized. I recall that on a visit to South Sudan, to a refugee camp, a lady came to me and said, "Thank you for coming."
Health Camp of New Jersey held a successful community health fair on November 23rd at Sri Swami Narayan Mandir, Parsippany, serving over 100 attendees with medical, dental, and mental health screenings. The event brought together a dedicated team of physicians, specialists, mental health professionals, pharmacists, nurses, social workers, and medical students with support from Padma Shri recipient Dr. Sudhir Parikh. Take a look. Boston-based theatre group Setu concluded a successful 4-day New York run of their acclaimed English play When Gandhi and Muhammad Meet at the Art Gurul Theatre from November 20th to 23rd. Exploring themes of interfaith love and human connection, the play resonated strongly with diverse audiences. Written and directed by Subrata Das and performed by a 24-member double cast, the production earned glowing reviews. Take a look.
How did you like the show?
This was a very intense story, very intense characterization, but we were in there, and that is how beautifully every actor was. That is how beautiful every actor, every character performed. There is depth to every character. There is a beauty to the whole intensity of the story, and this is so very well made. Thank you.
Was there a favorite scene?
The favorite scene was the entry of the guy who was the Hindutva guy.
Oh.
That's my favorite scene. Yeah.
Thank you. Eddie, how was the show? And where are you from?
Okay, the show was amazing. I absolutely loved it. I drove here from Massachusetts all the way to New York City, to watch this play that Mukta and Rimi and Subrata are in. I went through the whole palette of emotions watching this story. It was full of, there was laughter, but there was a lot of sadness. Everything was very moving. The story is very deep, very thought-provoking, and very, very important for our time. So thank you so much. It was very, very great to be invited, and it's a great. If you can come and see this play, come see it. Okay, because it's one of the best. One of the best.
3, 2, 1, go!
This was amazing! Come see it!
What was your favorite moment?
I think at the end, I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but definitely at the end, when I found out they were twins, that was I'm spoiling it!
Thank you.
That was a very good cross-cultural show, and it was a good mix of the traditional and the modern, and it was a very good script, and it was very good to get the community together with all the religions.
Oh, thank you. Was there any favorite moment?
Favorite moment? The ending was very good.
Thank you. Thank you.
So yeah, what did you think?
I loved it. It was really exciting.
Yeah, what was your favorite part?
Oh my gosh, probably towards the end, there with all the drama.
Right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, Smriti, your thoughts about the play?
Well, I think it was a very delicate topic, like Subrata ji was saying, and I liked the way everyone showed up and showed like really genuine emotions and thoughts. I like the references to the cultures and their backgrounds, the religion. I really did think it was a very well researched play in the sense that the scriptures that were quoted, the ideas that were represented, all the characters, the way they showed up and like their own like inner turmoil of wanting to be part of it, but also like kind of struggling with the concept of it because it's such a deep-rooted concept. So I really did think that everyone was fantastic. I was crying when the lead actor was crying. It was pretty sweet. I really loved the play.
Thank you so much.
Well, I liked the show very much. The play was amazing. The actors played very, very good, very well.
We're from Princeton, New Jersey. It was a wonderful time spent on a weeknight, especially after work. But what the effort on a cold night.
It was amazing. I had a great time at the go. Highly recommend it.
Well, it was a very good message as well. So I enjoyed the whole show.
It had such a wonderful, strong message, very socially relevant. The performance.
I think it was an amazing show, a very relevant theme and very touching, emotional. Great actors, so I really recommend this act.
Thank you. I really liked the play too. The twist at the end was really nice and very shocking. So.
An important topic to begin with, and the acting was really nice. Everything, all the.
That wraps up on Diaspora Connect. For feedback, suggestions, or community news for our coverage, email us at events@itvgold.com. Follow us on Facebook at ITV Gold. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also read News India Times online at www.newsindiatimes.com or get a hard copy by calling 212-675-7515. Thanks for tuning in. This is Nidhi signing off.